Russian chess grandmaster Garry Kasparov became the youngest undisputed world champion at the age of just 22 when he defeated Anatoly Karpov in 1985. Believed to have an IQ of 190, Kasparov once took on the supposedly undefeatable X3D Fritz chess computer designed by IBM, which was capable of over 3 million calculations per second, and he managed to draw with that computer. Although I don't think you need 3 million calculations per second to play chess. I know it's complicated, but come on now. An Italian philosopher, astronomer, and mathematician who is thought to have had an IQ of 200 by many researchers was born in 1564. He developed a number of scientific concepts which are still held up by science today, including circular inertia and the law of falling bodies. When Edith Stern was born in 1952, her father, Aaron Stern, held a press conference where he announced that he intended his daughter to be the perfect human being, and by all accounts, a genius. I'd say this is probably quite an arrogant thing to say. By age 5, Edith had read the entirety of the Encyclopaedia Britannica and was accepted to college at the age of just 12. By 15, the young prodigy was teaching mathematics to college-level students and was thought to have an IQ of 203. She has contributed massively to applied mathematics and has worked for American computer giant IBM since the 1970s. So yeah, alright, he was right, but she probably didn't have a very fun childhood, did she? German polymath Johann Wolfgang von Goethe was considered by Albert Einstein to be the last man on the planet to know everything there was to know. Born in 1749, he's the father of human chemistry and also developed one of the earliest known theories on human evolution. Not only that, Goethe was one of the best known figures in Western literature, with his poetic drama Faust still widely circulated today. A bit of a talented chap. On the subject of well-known figures in Western literature, William Shakespeare is among the greatest of them all and widely thought of as being the greatest English-speaking writer to have ever lived. By the age of just 33, Shakespeare had already 15 plays published and performed, including many of his classics like Richard II and Much Ado About Nothing. Not only that, Shakespeare also introduced a staggering 1,700 words into the English language. I mean, that's a lot. I've come up with a couple of words maybe, but that's a lot. Hypatia of Alexandria is one of the more obscure names on this list, but this 4th century Greek philosopher was both the leading mathematician and leading astronomer of her time. She wrote a number of works on mathematics which have since been lost to the annals of history, but was widely criticised for holding pagan Neoplatonist views at the time of heightened tensions between Christians, Jews and pagans. Hypatia was murdered in the streets of Alexandria by a mob of Christian zealots in 415 AD. A genius from a very young age, Christopher Hirata won a gold medal at the International Physics Olympiad at the age of just 13. By 16, he was working with NASA on its mission to Mars and had achieved a PhD at Princeton University by age 22. Hirata has a verified IQ of a staggering 225 and currently teaches astrophysics at the California Institute of Technology. Voltaire, the pen name of François-Marie Harriet, was born in 1694 in Paris, France, and went on to become one of the country's best-known writers and philosophers, renowned for his biting satires and parodies of the country's aristocracy. In addition to his satires, Voltaire was a staunch defender of the difference between science and philosophy and often criticised many of the main philosophical thinkers of the age, including Leibniz and Malebranche. Leibniz, of course, went on to make those delicious little German biscuits. I love biscuits. Marie Curie was Polish-born and French-bred, best known for her research into radioactivity, which was vital in the development of medical X-rays. Curie actually coined the term radioactive on her way to discovering radium with her husband Pierre, and won the Nobel Prize twice, once for physics and once for chemistry. Nikola Tesla, one of the pioneers of mass-market electricity, was appropriately born during a lightning storm in the Austrian Empire, which is now Croatia, in 1856. Different measurements of his IQ put it anywhere between 160 and an astonishing 310, and much of Tesla's work is to thank for the alternating current electricity, which is found in most homes worldwide. Tesla is often thought of as being a cross between a modern Leonardo da Vinci and a mad scientist, with many of his designs and patents, more than 300 in all, foreshadowing later technological developments, including a design for a vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, the first known tilt-wing design, which went on to be used in Harrier jump jets. So either he was a genius, or he was an alien from the future. Probably just clever though, wasn't he?